Watt from Pedro Show, January 25th, 2009 edition. Started off show with John Coltrane playing Offering, which actually came out after. It was done in the last year of his life. And then we heard Feedbacker Part 3 by Boris and Brother Matt.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us aboard here at the Love Grotto.
Welcome back.
On the Pleasure Point. We have some guests that drove down to Pedro.
Oh, cool.
Hello.
Welcome.
John Frusciante, Josh.
Klinghoffer.
Welcome aboard. You've been to Pedro a lot. Well, you came and did a video last year.
Yeah.
Over here in Sunken City.
Right? We drove past that on the way here.
Yeah.
Gus Van Sant.
That's right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you come back, you got a hideout here if you need it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, welcome aboard. You made a record.
Yeah. I mean, Josh.
Yeah, you both did.
Yeah.
He was on tour with you.
Yeah, he was playing rhythm guitar and keyboards and some percussion for the last 6 months of the last Chili Peppers tour.
Yeah.
We've probably made 7 or 8 solo records of my solo records we've done together, and
you want them all, Josh?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah. Most of the last from
last batch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a couple of that didn't when he was on tour with somebody else or something, but there was one I did in DC that was where I just went there by myself and did that thing with Ian. But yeah, we've known each other for 11 years, and I don't know, the album we just made, it's kind of it's just the furthest step in all that everything we've been reaching for and taking it upon ourselves to just to be doing whatever we want in studios, just gradually understanding mixing and recording and figuring out ourselves how to get the sounds we're hearing in our head.
What studio did you use?
My home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few studio setups in my house, and for this album we used the big one. It was a big 48-track, two 24-track tape machines and big 40-channel API console that used to be at the record plant in New York in the 70s, and it's in the cool old 70s style studio.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What did you call this record?
The Empyrean.
The Empyrean.
Yeah. It's symbolic on a lot of levels of the story, which is kind of has a lot to do with sort of about inner life, the kind of trials you go through inside yourself that really don't ever get even talked about into the outside world or expressed in any way other than in your connection to creativity, and all the ups and downs that come with that, and that. So that was the subject matter, and then music was also reflecting the same dynamics of the story. And I just feel as a record, it was kind of just a peak for us in terms of really being able to have what's coming out of the speakers be what we're hearing in our heads, because for a long time we had to translate through other people. So I also see it as being kind of a peak that me and him have been working towards for a long time. And Flea plays bass on it, and Johnny Marr played guitar in a couple of songs.
When was it done?
It was finished a year ago.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Finished a year ago?
Almost. Not. I guess we finished it in April.
Yeah. We started it in the end of 2007.
Yeah.
No, the end of 2006. I think very end of.
The end of 2006.
No.
Christmas, right around Christmas.
Yeah, it was done over the course of a year. But
the end of 2006 is when I was playing with you in Europe.
Yeah, that's 6, because then I was touring.
Yeah.
Remember? missing me.
Yeah, so it was December of 2006, and I mostly recorded throughout, on and off. But there's probably only a total of about 2.5 months at the most of actual recording and mixing time. But there was just huge gaps in between because we were on tour, and when I got home, I was making other kinds of music all the time, and didn't want to just do one thing all the time. So yeah, it's probably only we record really quickly. It probably only. This is the most we've ever taken our time making a record, and still it probably only totaled 2.5 months of actual days.
Like what, demo, or just go for it?
No, we had it pretty clear in our heads because our process usually starts where like I'll write a song and I'll record a version of all the songs that I'm thinking that we're going to have on a particular album.
Just on guitar.
Yeah, just guitar and singing onto a mini
like
disc.
A sketch outline.
Yeah, I mean, I usually have the basic arrangement real clear in my head, so I'll just record like the whole album as just guitar and singing into my mini disc, and then I'll give Josh a CD of it, and then he just drives around in his car like listening to it and making up drum parts in his head and stuff, and then we get together, a few times and refine the drum parts, but like he pretty much usually has it all mapped out in his head. We think of music real similarly, so it doesn't seem like I ever really play with like, I don't know, it seems like with him playing drums and Flea playing bass, it was just like not really.
You ain't got to teach anybody.
Yeah, they know where I'm coming from, so we just maybe an accent here or there, but basically I like to be surprised by what they come up with and stuff. So we just do that, and then we just record them from there. We once made demos, and we didn't really like that. We ended up kind of in the studio just trying to copy the demo,
and we still often like the demo a lot.
Yeah, and we like the demo more. So it's better to enjoy that process of creativity in the studio rather than thinking of it as like you're trying to copy something, which is just like measuring something or something. It's not fun, So with this album, there was a lot of like experimentation and
the main basic guitar, drums, bass were done in 3 days, I think.
Yeah, the basic tracks were done super quick, and any other songs we added after that, like the first song was done in like 2 days. Yeah.
Experiment. I want to hear it. Can we hear a song? Yeah. Okay, Watt from Pedro show. We just heard something off John Frusciante's new solo record, The Empyrean, a tune called Dark Light. You want to tell us something about that?
Yeah, it used to just be the first half of the song, and then just at a certain point pretty late in the record decided to have the song carry on and have a completely different feel for the second half. So the first half, sort of lyrically and musically, is sort of symbolic of inner darkness, and the second half is symbolic of inner light.
Yeah. Hence the title.
Yeah.
Dark Light.
And it sounds that way too, like the first half has kind of a dark sound to it, and the second half is really bright sounding. And this second half is one of the few things that I play all the instruments on the record, where I play bass and I play drum machine and stuff, but like usually it's Flea playing bass and Josh playing drums.
Right.
I'm experimenting a lot with tripped out.
You had the tune done and like, I want to add more to it.
It was the first half was the whole song, and then just one day it popped into my head a way to continue it on,
Trip. And before that we heard Mayaku by New York Kutanchi. I think it's a father and son. Wow. This guy's playing bass. He's like in his mid-40s. And he's got his boy playing with him, half his age. Kind of trippy concept. Yeah. Father and son. I saw Amit Ali and Rashid Ali like that.
Mm-hmm.
Rashid played with Train.
Yeah.
And a mean bass player. In fact, he was with James Bud Ulmer.
Mm.
Wild guitars.
Yeah.
And the drummer was a young guy. This is early 80s. Minutemen got to play with Bud Elmer. And the drummer is this guy named Calvin Weston, Philadelphia.